What's going on? Today we're going to do a beginner level CTF from TryHackMe. It is a cool challenge. The name is Pickle Rick, and as you can see, we're required to find ingredients that Rick needs in order to transform back into human from a pickle, which is really cool. So that's what we need to do here. We have to find out the first ingredients. Of course, we're gonna need to go through the basic Pentesting phases: reconnaissance, exploitation, gaining access, and privilege escalation in order to obtain the ingredients. So the difficulty is easy, but don't look at the difficulty or the name of it. You know, it's saying CTF, but look at the methodology and how we're going to conduct the challenge. So basically, the first thing comes all the time is the Nmap scan. We have two open ports. The first one is for SSH, and the second one is for HTTP, meaning that we have a web server running. The Apache version is 2.4.18. This comes in handy if you want to find an exploit for the current version installed on Apache, and this would happen if the current version is not up to date. So the second step is to go over the web server. So 10.10.144. So this is the page. Going through the page, we see here we have some, speech about Morty and what he needs to do. I needed to perp, so they only need us to perp. If you click on the page source, we see there is node to self. Remember username. The username is Rick, RUL3S, which is the kind of typical hints you would find in CTF challenges. You would find hints in the source code of every page. So if you are a CTF player, make sure to check the page source. And of course, if you are a CTF player, you don't need me to say that you need to check the page source. You already know that. So this is the username. Let's grab the username. And there is nothing much to do here. Let's get back and launch directory search. And the word list. Directory list 2.3 medium. Let's see here. So we have one directory, assets. Let's go there and take advantage of time. So we have the following assets here: fail. Oh, really cool. Okay. Portal. So I guess this guy is Rick. Pickle Rick. This is JavaScript Rick and Morty. Now, basically, guys, when you see images in a CTF challenge, it is very likely that you would find some hints in the metadata of every image. So you would launch Xif, right? Download the image, launch Xif on it or strings, and you would find the metadata if the CTF creator, meant to put some hints in the images. In the case of Pickle, there is no hints in the images. I checked. Let's get back. See here what do we have. So far we have assets. Okay, so among the directories that we have found out with the directory search, we have found that we have another two directories. The first one is robots.txt, and also we found login.php. So with the username in mind that we have found from viewing the page source, we're going to grab this, try to log in with this. And here seems to be a password. It's just a guess, right? But we try to use this. Maybe it's going to work. Login. And you see we are able to log in now to the portal. We have some tabs here. As you can see, you have potions, creatures, but the most relevant one to our objective here is the command panel, which seems to be an area to execute commands on the system. If I click view page source here, I see seems to be here page 64 encoded, and we see a page called, or a PHP file called denied.php. Let's click on that. So only the real Rick can view this page. Okay. Other than that, nothing else to see here. So we see a common area, right? Typically in real world scenarios, you would see this as search boxes in the form of comment boxes or login forms. Basically, login forms, there is not much to do with command execution. You would just think of SQL injection when you see login forms. But when you see comment boxes, search boxes, right, like this one, we would think of command execution or cross-site scripting. In this case, it's clearly saying, explicitly saying, this is a command panel. So we will try to execute system commands. So let's try ls. So actually, there is command execution vulnerability here. As you can see, we are able to see the files in the current working directories. Let's see where we are, pwd, and we are in var www.html, the typical Apache web server directory in Linux systems. Let's get back and list the files. So we have secret, we have clue, and we have denied, we have portal, login, many files to take a look at. So basically what caught my eye is this one and this one. So basically let's go ahead and cat one of them. So as you can see, the command disabled to make it hard for future Pickle rec. So we can't execute cat in this command panel, which made me think that the best option to make the job easier is to get reverse shell. So we would go to Pentest monkey and grab one reverse shell. Seems like the website is not working, right? Okay. So we might use bash TCP, could work. Or we can use Pickle, Python. Okay. Let me use this one. Let's see who we are. And replace the values here. Of course, I have one extra 4. Yes, 4. And here I have slash 4545. And let's set up the listener. I think, no. So this one didn't work. Let's check out Pickle. And Pickle worked. Okay, now. So here we have the first reverse shell ID. So we are dub.data, pwd, we are in var html, ls, and we see all of the files. Now we can cat all the files without any restrictions. So cat clue.txt, look around the file system for other ingredients. So basically here we need to find the ingredients, right, if I'm correct. So what is this one? Shoe cat. Mr. Messick hair. Okay. So I guess this is one of the ingredients, right? Let's try it. Okay, that's the first one. Now we need to grab the second one. Now in the clue it's saying look around for the file system for other ingredients. So basically let's go to home, cd home, ls cd rec, ls. So we have the second ingredient. Apparently this is the file. Cat, no. So we have to put this in double quotes because it has spaces, that's why. Oh, not here. Wait. The second one. And the third one, I think the third one would require us to escalate the privileges. So basically, let's try to escalate to root, see what we can do here. Sudo -l. So as you can see, the current user, dub.data, can run all of the commands with no requirement to put the password and as all users. Which means if we run sudo su, we can be root. So we are the root user here. Let's find the third ingredient, which is most likely in the root directory. Cat's third. Yeah, easy peasy. So basically that's about this challenge. I know it's easy, no brainer, but sometimes we need to fresh up on some knowledge. So as you can see, it's easy peasy. About this challenge, it's very easy, guys. As you can see, there is no any obstacles, any requirements for exploit development or overflow, or it's just about a typical CTF challenge, beginner level. Most importantly is to focus on the methodology while solving these easy challenges. All right.